Hey kids, today we're going to learn everything we need to know about stacking silver. Hi everyone, this is Silver Husky, and I'm going to be teaching you today everything you need to know about stacking silver. The first thing I want to cover is this little device. It's called a scale. And you may have seen scales before, maybe in your bathroom. You stand on it and it tells you how much you weigh. But in this case, we can find out how much silver weighs. Here we have a 1 ounce American Silver Eagle coin. As you can see, it read 1 ounce. We scroll through the different measurements and it weighs 31.32 grams. This is very different from 1 ounce. Silver is measured in troy ounces or in grams. All precious metals are measured in troy ounces. Silver has some very unique properties like conductivity and luster. Here you see a very nice 1941D mercury dime with full bands, and it looks almost brand new. This one is a little bit dirtier. It's called toned, or it has toning. It's important to never clean a coin, especially if it's an older one. When you clean a coin, it takes away the value of the coin and it makes it not worth much at all. So leave it dirty even if you want to make it look brand new. Here we can see the American Silver Eagle on the other side doesn't look silver at all. It actually looks blue or green. This is also called toning or tarnishing. This happens when the silver is exposed to other chemicals. Chances are it was laid belly up on the ground or in a closet. One side got toned and the other did not. Many people actually search for coins to be toned. They find it to be beautiful and make the coin unique. So don't clean a toned coin either. Here you can see a Canadian maple leaf. This one has a beautiful purple toning, and it almost looks like it was splashed with purple ink. It wasn't. This is actually a type of toning. A chemical came into contact with the surface of the silver and started to change its color. I liked it so much, I put it in a capsule. Speaking of capsules, let's talk about different types of capsules. Here you can see a 1 ounce bar capsule. This one, encapsulating the Scottsdale Mint bar, keeps it protected. Whereas this Apmex bar can get fingerprints and all kinds of marks and scratches on it, this one will not as long as it's kept inside of this capsule. Capsules come in all shapes and sizes, and here you can see a very, very large capsule for a 10 ounce bar. Now the Apmex bar on the right does not have a capsule, but this NTR bar on the left is protected. This will keep it looking nice and fresh for a very long time. These are called slabs. These coins were graded by professional grading companies. So here you see PCGS, which is a very major company, and this one is Numismatic Grading Corporation, or NGC. Their job is to look at the coin and tell you how nice it is on a scale of 1 to 70. 70 is a perfect coin. Both companies are great, and there are many other companies that grade as well, but these two are the most commonly used. The thing I like about them is that the coins can actually stack on top of each other. So if you have a second slabbed coin, you can place it on top of the first, and they take up much less space in your collection. Next, let's talk about constitutional silver, also known as junk silver or 90% coins. These have 90% silver in them, and they were minted for a very long time in US history. Over time, they took the silver out of them and made them 40% and eventually 35%, and today 0%. It's unfortunate for us, but you still can find these coins in circulation. Check your pocket change or ask your parents if you can check theirs. Sometimes you'll find a dime or a quarter that's made of silver. It takes $1.40 of 90% silver to make 1 ounce of silver. So it doesn't matter how you mix them, any amount that totals $1.40 of 90% silver equals 1 ounce of silver. People really like stacking constitutional silver because it's cheaper, easy to find, and it looks really awesome. The other neat thing about it is that it is considered fractional, so many little pieces of it total up to 1 ounce. For a brand new stacker, it's really easy to buy these for cheap. Speaking of cheap, you can often find foreign silver for a pretty cheap price over spot price. Spot price is the price of silver today. So foreign silver is often very cheap. And foreign silver just means any kind of silver from a different country. Let's talk about the size of silver. This is the smallest size of US coin in silver that you can buy. This one is a 1/2 ounce coin. Minted in Australia, it's really pretty, but only has 1/2 ounce of silver. This is the American Silver Eagle. It is the most widely recognized bullion coin in the United States. I also think it's the most beautiful in the world. Here we have a 2 ounce coin. This one is also from Australia. Here you can see it says 2 ounces. This one is called a Piedfort coin because it is the size of a normal coin, just much thicker. This is a 5 ounce silver round. I'll explain why it's not a coin later. Here you can see a 10 ounce coin. Also from Australia, it looks just like the 1/2 ounce, but this one says 10 ounces. As you can see, it is much larger than the other coins. This is the American Silver Eagle in comparison. Silver bars also come in several different sizes. Here you can see tiny little 1 gram bars. This is probably the smallest amount of silver that anyone would sell. Any smaller than that, and it might not be worth making. This is a 1 ounce Apmex silver bar. These are really easy to purchase, and they are small and they can stack, so you can have many of them in a small place. It is a great way to stack silver for fairly cheap. Here is a much larger 10 ounce bar. As shown before, they do come in many different shapes and sizes with different beautiful designs all over them. This one has a bowl. The next bar is a very large 500 gram silver poured bar from the Al Etihad Refining Corporation in Dubai. It's very heavy and it looks really neat too. Finally, I want to show you this 100 ounce bar. This was made by Scottsdale Mint. It is very large, very heavy, and very expensive. It looks pretty neat, and I think the best part about it is that they can stack on top of each other. In fact, they call it the King Stacker bar. It has a serial number, as all large bars do. This is called a hallmark. It's a stamp to say who made the bar. And though 1,000 ounce bars do exist, I don't own any of those. So here you go, 100 ounces. These are called poured bars. The neat thing about poured bars is that you can pour silver into almost any shape you can imagine. The maker of the bar will put the weight of the bar on the back, as well as the fineness, meaning how many nines fine silver, and sometimes they serialize the bar too. As you can see, these have many different shapes. This one is over 5 ounces. They're beautiful, but sometimes they can't compare with a gigantic poured bar. The one I showed you before is also considered a poured bar. Here is the hallmark, melter assayer, and you can see 3 little symbols next to it. Have you ever seen poured silver before? If you could make anything out of silver, like an action figure, would you? Which one would you make? Let's also talk about the difference between pressed and poured. Poured bars are typically liquid silver poured into either a mold or some kind of a shape. They come out looking something like this, whereas pressed bars are laid out into a sheet and punched out in the shape that you want. Most coins you will find are going to be considered pressed coins. Pressed bars have the same size, same shape, and typically the exact same weight. What do you think these are? These little 1-gram bars. Are they poured or are they pressed? I want to show you the difference now between generic and government-issued bullion. Government-issued bullion is made by a country. Generic bullion is made by a company. This one is generic. It's called the prospector round. Generic coins are called rounds, not coins. They may look like a coin, but they do not have a dollar amount on them. The American Silver Eagle, on the other hand, does say $1, and it also says United States of America. This tells you that it is a government-issued bullion coin. Here's another example. Can you tell? I'll tell you it's minted in Great Britain. And it also says 5 pounds. So, is this a government-issued bullion coin, or is it a privately minted round? This one was made in Australia by the Perth Mint. It says $2. Would this be government-issued, or is it a generic bullion round? This one's tricky. It says Germania. There is no country called Germania. On the other side, you will see it says 5 marks. 5 marks is a money denomination, and it says Germania. However, since this is not from any real country, it must be considered a round and not a coin. Finally, some silver stackers like to stack jewelry as well. This jewelry is 950, meaning it is 95% silver. Some of the other pieces you see in my hand are 925, also known as sterling silver. That's 92.5%. And the other butterfly is 900, meaning coin silver or 90% silver. You can often find these and other sterling silver items like forks and knives at yard sales or at a thrift shop. Today we explored many different ways to collect and stack silver. What's your favorite way? I'm sure you've got a pretty cool idea of what you want to do with your silver stack. Just make sure you look through all of your change, because you never know what you might find that you can add to your stack. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and good luck out there. I know you're going to have an amazing stack one day.